So I run a hotel in my spare time, the Finneky Inn. You might have seen it on your way past, the big treehouse looking thing. Lanterns all about the place and a roof that's sliding in a bit. Weird fairy tale things frequenting the place in khaki shorts and dungarees. That's the one. I found it years ago in a rotten storm. I was out in the rain, missed my last bus home. No shelter but the windbreaker on my back and a newspaper hat. I slumped in a puddle and looked hopelessly into the clouds. Up there, look. Then I saw a twinkling a little way into the distance. And there it was. A solitary box of wood in a tree, among the gloom. A flicker of something shiny glinting through the doorway. As if the moon had caught a sweetie wrapper just right. That's piqued my interest, I thought. I trundle over, climb the ladder and peek inside. Nothing but a smattering of old paper notes and a lamp. I don't usually nose in notes that aren't mine. But somehow these looked all too familiar. So I gave up minding my own business and rummaged the notes to pass the time. As luck would have it, man's happened upon a dream. A hotel it seems, shelter even. The list went on meticulously, extravagant rambling plans of observation towers, a dining table 200 foot long, a great kitchen with cake and tea on tap, and further instructions that I am to figure out alone how to get cake to come out of a faucet. It's all cake and frosting until something jams. Anyway, then I came across another note that read, "If this note finds you out in the rain, and the light welcomes you in to be dry once again, see what you can do to continue the chain." And I had one of those light bulb moments. Something clicked and the lamp next to me flickered. Up I popped like a kettle in a pot. I took those notes and I took the lamp and I cracked on with the treehouse. Over the years, the tree grew and kept growing to support the build. By proxy, the fruit on the tree grew too. So now we have a worm named Clyde, who lives in a massive apple just across the way. He's the groundskeeper, sweeps a mean leaf. Anyway, I've had many visitors over the years, and I opened the inn as a shelter when it rains. We hold blanket fort competitions in the hall, but somebody always takes it too far and burrows into the carpet. And I can't pass off those holes as decorative, and believe me, I've tried. So we just had to reinforce the floor with industrial grade superglue. It's great fun. The hall is my favourite. I like to hold parties there, and sometimes I just like to hold a saucer, or a cup, or any other thing that I can just hold there like a Halloween decoration. It's very peaceful to me just to be so still. Watch now, young man. There you go. Anyway, if I'm not standing around like a Halloween decoration, I do like to hold parties there in the hall. Creatures from all across the acres pop on their glad rags and old size 9s and come down for the evening. It's a wonderful thing. Some picking up harmonicas and mandolins, some buzzing about the lemonade table, and others playing board games in the corner where the dust settles. If I could bottle the air on those evenings and leave them about the place for people to find, I would. Like the Easter Bunny, but with bottles. We're going on a bottle, we're going. But the place ain't perfect. There's cobwebs and cracks here and there. Some of the floorboards squeak and others they bubble. There's chips and dents in most things, and if you do find chips in anything, don't eat them. I don't know how long they've been there. And if you had a passion for correcting wonky picture frames, you'd have a field day. But the kitchen's always packed with tea and cake, tiny sandwiches and pineapple cubes, and all the things that make a rainy day less rotten. I find my guests there often in the kitchen, congregating in a lump around the kitchen table. Mythical and human beings alike, nattering over a plate of scones. A lizard in cowboy boots sat with the elder lady from the bus stop. And I'll tell you another thing about a horse with no name. Anyway, the corridors run for miles, and we've crammed them with all sorts of treasure. And I use treasure as a loose term for rare ancient artifacts, knickknacks and sweet rocks I've found. And the lamp I found that night, I keep at the entrance where I sign in the guests. It goes out time to time. It doesn't take batteries or oil, so I'm not sure how it works. Regardless, it always flicks back on. Sometimes when I least expect it. Anyway, that's how I came by the treehouse. The Finneky Inn. So, if the rain's coming down on you, and your newspaper hat is melting, or your windbreaker ain't breaking no wind, or if you just fancy a cup of tea with a lizard in cowboy boots, there's always a room going spare at the Finneky Inn. Thank you. Until next time.